Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where in the world you are. It's another episode of Harness News Update, February 20th edition, a special Tuesday episode after the long weekend. I'm not sure wherever we had a long weekend. We did in Canada. So happy late family day for most of Canada. In Manitoba, we celebrate Louis Riel Day. But happy long weekend to everybody. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Recap action from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Before we get that, let's take care of commerce here. We're here live on a presenting partner, harnesslink.com. Harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, and Europe, all at one easy-to-use website. We're also sponsored by HarnessBid. HarnessBid is the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry, provides buyers and sellers an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customer, zero commission. So check out harnessbid.com for more information and to get started. And like always, we want to thank our friends at the USTA. A lot to talk about. We're going to start Friday night with one track in particular, and that is Fraser Downs. If you were here on last week's show, Friday show, I gave my Pick 5 play. This is back-to-back winners we're having on Friday night at Fraser Downs. This week it paid off 1, 4, 5, 5, 6. And if you look real quick here, we'll pause it here. Whoop. Leg 1 had the single with the 1. Cash it. Leg 2, race 5, we got the 4. That was backstory. We got through our singles fine. And then back-to-back times, our top choices won the 5 in races 6 and 7. And our second choice, the 6, getting it done there in the race 8. Like to see that. The race number 6 in that last race, Willie Rocket, 17-1. The bettors didn't like him Friday night. Here it is. Yeah, the bettors didn't like him for whatever reason. Comes in 155-3 to help cash just shy of $270 based off the $1 Pick 5 ticket at Fraser Downs. Yeah. So make sure to join this Friday's show. That's when we'll be back. And I'll give you my picks for Friday night. This Friday night at Fraser Downs. Let's see if we can go 3 straight Fridays after we hit last Friday's as well. I think last Friday's was like $230. This is about $270. So $500 between the 2 days. Yeah, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. And back-to-back Thursdays have had carryovers, so we'll see if this Thursday has a carryover as well. But we'll get to more of the racing action from Friday night at Fraser Downs. One driver had a good night was Scott Knight and trainer Jim Marino. They both had a hat trick. Scott Knight wins the first race of the night with Major Winker, 156 flat for this Wink and Atchis sired pacer. A few races later, race 4, Joe Rich gets the job done in 155 flat. Custer of the Dragons sired gelding. And win number 3 for Scott Knight comes in race 6, Sunshine Boy by Sunshine Beach. And again, all 3 were also trained by Jim Marino. And what other important detail we can't forget about Friday night at Fraser Downs? Milestone time for Gord Abbott. He hits 1,000 training wins in race 2 with McMoney, a 3-year-old gelding by Wicked. Goes 158-4 for the milestone. 1,000 wins for Gord Abbott. Congratulations there. Look at the sign. You'll love to see it. And I'm sure he'll have many more this year. Well, south of the border now, Yonkers had racing Friday night as well. 3 drivers had 2 wins each. First up, we'll look at Mark McDonald. He wins race 5 with full rights in 157 and 2. An 8-year-old gelding by RC Royalty. And then McDonald will win a couple races later, race 7 with Talent to Spare. A 7-year-old mare by Hurricane King Cole. They go 155 and 3. Another driver that got 2 wins was Pat LaChance. Wins race 3 here with Glacius. 155 and 1 was the time. 28 and 3 closing quarter for this 8-year-old gelding by American Ideal. And then LaChance's second win. This was actually interesting. Race 11, DW's Point Man, 158 and 3. Now, if you watch closely, we'll look at it again. This horse comes from 7 to 1. It's the horse that's sitting last place. Watch out here, middle of the track. Number 8. Look at it. Oh, just wins. We'll look at it again. That was a finish so nice. Let's watch it twice. Here, again, from last to first. Pat LaChance getting it. Oh, that's so close. People say harness racing is boring. That's not boring. Big win there. The other driver to get 2 wins at Yonkers on Friday night, Jim Palatino. He wins race 6 here with Game of Shadows, 155 flat. And then he would also win race 12, last race of the day, with I Love On Gate, 154 and 1. And we'll be jumping around a lot here because usually I try to keep things in order, but with we're looking at 4 days of racing here. We'll go to Yonkers last night. Had racing. 2 drivers had hat tricks. First driver we will look at is Yannick Gingras. First win is race 3, semi-tough, and 153 flat. An 8-year-old gelding by Some Beat Somewhere. Gingras will win a couple races later in race 6 with Uriel Blue Chip, wire to wire, and 154 and 3. 4-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. And hat trick time for Gingras in race 9. Adam 12, wire to wire, and 152 and 4. 27 and 4 closing quarter for this 4-year-old gelding by Luck Be With You. The other driver to have a hat trick last night at Yonkers was Matt Kakali. We'll pick things up here in race 5. Boiling Ore, wire to wire, and 152 and 1. 27 and 4 closing quarter for this 9-year-old gelding by Shadow Play. I wouldn't call it an upset. Wasn't the betting favorite, 3 to 1, beating out the more even money Nighthawk, who finished second. Kakali's second win comes in race 7. This time the favorite, and this one, My Ultimate Star, 155 flat, comes off the pace to win it here. 8-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. And then the third and final win for Kakali, race 7. Ozone Blue Chip, wire to wire, 154 flat. Again, kind of a minor upset. The favorite, just enough stuff, finished 7th. And then there was another one that was kind of around 2 to 1. San Domino finished 4th. The 4 to 1 Ozone Blue Chip with Matt Kakali getting the win there. Move on to the Meadows. They had racing just on Friday. Guess I'll be jumping around a lot here. One driver that had a good day there on Friday at the Meadows was Ronnie Wren Jr. Pick things up here in race 2. Paycheck. We all love those, right? The best thing about a job. Goes 152 and 4. Brandon Presto trains this 4-year-old gelding by Check 6. Ronnie Wren Jr. gets back into the winner's circle with Ladies Dude in race 5. She trotted it in 156. He trotted it in 156 flat. 13-year-old gelding by Victory Slam. Johnny Oder trains. It was hat trick time for Ronnie Wren in race 9 with Bet on Brenna. 4-year-old mare by Swan for All goes 156-3. Again, another minor upset. The favorites broke early. 4-1 upset here. And then Ronnie Wren Jr. gets his 4th and final win with Southwind Kane in race 11. Trots the mile in 156-1, a 5-year-old gelding by Father Patrick. Wow, big upsets here. 5-1. 13-1 was second, and a 45-1 was third. The $2 triactor paid $2,752.80. So a little bit of an upset there going down at the Meadows on Friday. Now we'll go to Western Fair. Had racing on Friday and last night. This is Friday. 1 second here. I got ahead of myself. This is Garrett Rooney gets 5, and this is the first one here in race 1 with Money on the Beach, 159-2. He'd actually win the first 3 races of the night. Race this one here with Drinking Buddy, 157-4. Wins race 3 as well with Cinderella Delight, 2 minutes flat. Race 6 for Garrett Rooney, his 4th win with Champagne Bedanina, 202-3 was the time. And race 7, sorry, I got a little laggy here, was won by Better Not Sass in 159-3. So that was Garrett Rooney on Friday night. Now we'll move on to last night at Western Fair. And a couple drivers. First driver we'll look at against Garrett Rooney. He wins race 2 in 158-2 with Better Off Single, a Better's Delight gelding. He'd also win race 3 with Punches and Bunches, 158-1, just edging out competition here by a nose. There was like a 3 really close finish here. 4-year-old gelding by Dally. And he'd also win race 7, Homie Joe, in 155-3. Woodbine Mohawk Park is the next track we're going to look at. Racing on Friday. One driver had a grand slam, and that was James McDonald. His actual second win of the day is going to be the Blizzard Pacing Series for 3- and 4-year-old fillies. That was race 6. Gets the job done with Margot's Got the Cargo in 154 flat. I'll step aside. Let's watch this final in the Blizzard Pacing Series.
Discrepancy in their odds. We'll see if it applies to their capability on the track here tonight. It's post time. They're often pacing in a good beginning in the center. McVira first away. Leaving from the rail is True That for position. Far outside is Monsoon now, pressing on. Taken back into 4th goes Angostura Hanover. 5th away, 3rd time lucky. Going to cross over just ahead of that one will be Margot's Got the Cargo. She'll claim that 5th spot. So 3rd time lucky racing up into 6th. 7th in the backfield as they make their way over to the opening quarter-mile marker. There towards the inside is Better Not Mock Me. And the final 2 are DG's Tesla and Ava's Angel Baby. First quarter was 28 flat. To the backstretch they go, and it's Monsoon up front. Monsoon leads the way in the blizzard. Back into second, McVera here with a quick rush. Angostura Hanover, and she'll blast her way up on the outside to take on Monsoon on the way to the midway point. Angostura Hanover brushing to the front. Back into second goes Monsoon. McVera third, True That fourth. True That now fifth as Margot's got the Cargos first over and marching into fourth now, 58-1. A cheap first half. They race to the far turn. McNair surveys the backfield situation, and here comes Margot in march mode. Coming after Angostura Hanover, so the Titans get it on around the final turn. Angostura Hanover and Margot's got the Cargo. Back into third is Monsoon. Covered up on the outside, third time lucky fourth. McVera fifth inside. Better Not Mock Me drilling her way up on the outside into sixth. Seventh buried is True That. Trying to wind up is DG's Tesla, and Ava's Angel Baby struggling back there ninth. 3/4 in 127, and they're sprinting into the stretch in the Blizzard final. Still there's Angostura Hanover. Margot's got the Cargo on the outside into second. Margot's got the Cargo, wrestles away the lead from Angostura Hanover, and it's Margot's got the Cargo. Angostura Hanover still fights on at the rail, but Margot's got the Cargo just too much, and Margot's got the Cargo wins by a neck in 154.
And James McDonald would continue. Actually, we get his first win in race 4 with Stay Special in 154 and 2, a 4-year-old mare by Stay Hungry. I'm upset. Kind of upset. The 19-1 finish second and a 30-1 finish third. So very interesting finish there. McDonald's third win would come in race 10 with Royal Leaf in 156 flat. 8-1 upset. And he'd actually win the last 2 races of the day. He would win with JM Bet on 6, wire-to-wire effort in 155 and 1, a 6-year-old mare by Betting Line. Move on to Saturday at Woodbine Mohawk Park. We'll look at the preferred 2 pace, race 9, 32,000 up for grabs in the purse. Louis Philippe Waugh wins with Powertrain in 151 and 1, the favorite. 54-1. Poseidon Sealster finished second, and the 9-1 Rockabilly Rebel with Doug McNair finished third. That's crazy. Any crazy payouts with that? Yeah, $2 tractor paid $1,080.30. That's not too bad. So here is preferred 2 pace from Saturday.
Here they come. And there they go. And from the outside, that's Powertrain off to a nice beginning. Codename Cigar Box also getting away well. Living the Beach Life from the inside. Nice beginning as well. There's Rockabilly Rebel away in fourth. Poseidon Sealister, top 5 start. Sometime, somewhere, followed by Points North. And Soaring Now is the early trailer. Into the first turn they go. And leading the way, that's Powertrain at 9-5. In front for Louis Waugh. Living the Beach Life. Sitting in second and racing third. That's Codename Cigar Box. Fourth sees Rockabilly Rebel and Poseidon Sealister. There's Sometime Somewhere. Points North. And Soaring Now is the trailer. They move down the backstretch. Powertrain has the engine. Leads it by a couple over Living the Beach Life. Codename Cigar Box sitting in third. Rockabilly Rebel is fourth. Poseidon Sealister unchanged from fifth. Off the speed in sixth is Sometime Somewhere. Points North and Soaring Now. It was 27-1 to the opening quarter and a 55 and 2 half-mile speed. Powertrain leading the way as the field moves into the far turn. Living the Beach Life sitting in second. There's Codename Cigar Box, and here comes Poseidon Sealister aggressively moving on the outside, picking up positions quickly. Poseidon Sealister will now apply pressure. Racing fifth there, that's Rockabilly Rebel, followed by Sometime Somewhere. Points North and Soaring Now has yet to fly. 123 to the 3/4, and they'll come to the head of the lane. And leading the way, that's Powertrain. On top, Poseidon Sealister with good pressure on the outside. Living the Beach Life looks for some racing room. There's Rockabilly Rebel looking to fan out 3 wide. Codename Cigar Box with a lot of traffic, but it's Powertrain and Louis Waugh taking the field home in the final strides. Powertrain going gate to wire in the preferred 2 pace here at Mohawk. 151-1 for Powertrain.
Yeah, that's Powertrain getting it there in the preferred pace. James McDonald will also get a hat trick on Saturday. First one is in race 3 with Kyle's Art, 154-2. 4-year-old gelding by Art Speak. You win a couple races later, McDonald with Cabot Beach in 152-1 in race 5. 4-year-old by Captain Trentress. Co-favorite there. The other co-favorite, Come On Artie, finished second. And McDonald, hat-trick time, race 6 with Seriously Hanover, 153 flat. Comes from off the pace. 26-4 closing quarter was his charted time here. 7-year-old gelding by Western Ideal. Putting down the pretty fast last quarter to get the win. And racing continued last night at Woodbine Mohawk Park. One driver got the hat trick, and that's Tyler Borth. He wins the first 2 races of the night. Starts things off with Forefather, a 6-year-old gelding by Some Beat Somewhere in 152-4. 10-1 upset. Wow. 24-1. Better Half finished second, and a 16-1. That'll Be Tiger finished third. Not a crazy, only a $2 triactor, though, paid $231.50. So somebody had it, even though those were all long shots. Second win of the day for Borth comes race 2, our Royal Port, 154-3, 15-1 upset again. This tractor paid a little bit more. $2 tractor paid $372.10. Our Royal Port, 5-year-old gelding by Archangel. And Borth's third win comes with Buck Dancer in race 5. Bunch of claimers here. The Trotters, 154-3, 28-2 closing quarter. Wasn't the fastest closing quarter. Held off the competition. I was trying to catch up. 8-year-old gelding here. Now we'll move on to Freehold. Freehold had racing Friday and Saturday. First, we'll look at Friday. Grand Slam here for Brett Beckwith. Starts off the day right with a 158 time with Unreal. Starting things off here. Favorite here, Lori Molnar trains this 9-year-old mare by Real Artist. Beckwith gets the second win in race 4. Call Me the Fireman, wire to wire in 159-3. Race 5 was also won by Beckwith. Corsinier, wire to wire in 156-4, a 28-4 closing quarter for this pacer, a 10-year-old mare by Sports Rider. And the Grand Slam time for Brett Beckwith, race 6, Winnerous, 159-4. 4-1 upset here, gets the job done. 21-1 upset, finished second in Classes Plater. Let's see, what's this triactor? 50-cent triactor, $117.50. Not too bad there. Saturday at Freehold, another driver gets the Grand Slam, and that is Austin Singelman. He gets his first win in race 2 with McClinchy, 157-2 for this pacer. A 12-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Like how the snow just magically appeared overnight, it seems like when that happens. Second win for Singelman comes race 8 with Bondi Shake, 156-3. 3 horses scratched in this race, but, still getting the job done here. Technically, the fourth win here, Grand Slam time, comes in race 11 with Ari All-Star, 158-2 for this 13-year-old gelding by Art Major. This was Grand Slam. His third win came a couple races prior with Franco Nodar in 155-3 in the preferred handicap pace. 10-1 upset here for the 7-year-old gelding by Mach 3. So let's watch this.
And they're off in the preferred handicap pace. Inside half of the gate, all leaves. My Carbon Copy holds inside position. Knock 10 in the 2 path. 3 wide, Haggard, and 4 wide is Franco Nandor. Gnome Hanover just low to the way 5th. The 1-2 favorite. Gonna watch all this early speed develop. From 6th, it's Euphoria. My Sweet Boy Max is second to last, and Big Stretch Mark is the trailer. Down the backstretch, they head towards that opening quarter mark, and it is Haggard who's cleared for now, but not for long, because here's Franco Nandor. Franco Nandor on the outside, crosses and clears, opening quarter 27-4. Haggard will pocket up second. In line third is My Carbon Copy from Knock 10. 2 lengths then, back to Gnome Hanover, 3 more to Euphoria. My Sweet Boy Max is second to last, and Big Stretch Mark trails. They're at the top of the stretch the first time and passing by the stands here, and they continue to follow Franco Nandor. Franco Nandor, the lead a length and a half. Haggard is pocketed up second, single file third, My Carbon Copy. Up on the outside, Gnome Hanover commits first up. Second over with cover is Euphoria. Locked to the inside is Knock 10. Third over the excess cover for My Sweet Boy Max, and Big Stretch Mark trails, half mile 57-4. They're well into the payoff half here, and they continue to follow Franco Nandor. Franco Nandor, the lead is 2. Haggard is in second. Up on the outside, looking to make ground first up now is Gnome Hanover. The favorite is now second on the outside, and coming after this leader, Franco Nandor is in front, past 3/4 and fit 126-3. Far turn final time, Franco Nandor and Austin Sigelman look to seal the deal. To the outside, though, Gnome Hanover, the favorite, continues to inch in. From third, that is Haggard. Fourth and gap and cover. Second over is Euphoria as they come to the top of the stretch. Franco Nandor is in front, but to the outside, Gnome Hanover just will not go away. Franco Nandor the inside. To the outside, Gnome Hanover. These two through the stretch, but Franco Nandor is still holding Gnome Hanover bay. Gnome Hanover one more dive on the outside, but Franco Nandor wins the preferred handicap pace. Second was Gnome Hanover. Then it was Haggard in 155-3.
Big win there. Now we'll move on to the next track. Meadowlands had racing Friday and Saturday. One driver wins 6 between the 2 cards, 3 each day, and that's Dexter Dunn on Friday. Gets a hat trick to start off here with race 2 with Dylan the Great in 155-3. Dylan the Great is an 8-year-old gelding by Break the Bank. Edwin Quevedo trains this trotter. Just holds off the competition. Dexter Dunn would also win race 3 with Southwind Dredge, 153 flat for this 7-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Chrissy Crispin Beer trains this pacer. And race 12 was hat-trick time for Dexter Dunn on Friday with Bingo Brain. 156-2 here for this trotter. 4-year-old mare by Trixton. Ray Schnitker trains this trotter. And like I said, Dexter Dunn also got a hat trick on Saturday. Kicks things off in race 2 with Blank Cheek. 154-1 for this pacer. Minor 4-1 upset. 4-year-old mare by Sweet Lou, trained by Mark Ford. Deep stretch battle there, just holding off the competition. Dunn would get back into the winner's circle the next race, race 3 with Firelight. Actually finished second, but got placed first in this one, so we'll count it. The favorite, Heart of Rock, gets bumped from first to last. But yeah, Firelight gets credited for the win, so we'll count it. And the third win for Dexter Dunn, race 8 with Midnight Thunder, 153-3. A 53-1 upset stomp, finished second. But Midnight Thunder and Dexter Dunn were the favorites here. Did that make it even crazy? Not too bad. Pick 7, though, paid out on this. $10,743.54. That's pretty crazy. Someone had a happy long weekend. And then the next thing we'll look at here, race 11, is the President's Day Open Trot. Loved by the Masses wins with Todd McCarthy in the bike, the favorite. 7-year-old gelding by Muscle Mass. Jeff Cullifer trains. Let's check this out.
Off and trotting, and Platinum's out fast with Next Rounds on Me. And that's Ferretti leaving hard up on the far outside. Rich and Miserable from the inside is put in play. Rich and Miserable, and Next Rounds on Me. And surging 3 deep now as Ferretti is coming on. In between them is Toccoa Falls. Stride for stride there with Buddy Earl fourth on the inside. And Loved by the Masses, surging 3 deep past the opening quarters. Roughed up early. Then comes Ferretti on the outside. And then it's Platinum at the rear of the field with Sid Finch and Global Believer. And the trailer Little Expensive, who made a miscue, 28-1 across the backstretch. Toccoa Falls fronts them, not for long. It's Loved by the Masses coming on to take over. And on the move up quickly is Buddy Earl, soon to be second and challenging. A shuffle for Next Rounds on Me. Into the flow, it's Lively, it's Ferretti second over. He's tracked by Platinum on the outside, but he starts to spin his wheels, and he's off stride. Platinum broke. Fresh off the cones now, Rich and Miserable gets underway. Rich and Miserable followed by Global Believer on the inside. And then it's Sid Finch and Little Expensive, and off stride Platinum. 57 was the half mile midway on the final turn. They duel. It's Loved by the Masses, and Buddy Earl taking it to him on the outside. Steady pressure. Toccoa Falls needs to shake loose from the box right now. Ferretti's all set to come 3 wide, and he starts to surge. Next Rounds on Me in heavy traffic, and they turn for home. Loved by the Masses in 125, looking to deliver, and he opens up. Loved by the Masses at even money. Has daylight here on Toccoa Falls, who's full out. And also full out Buddy Earl, and Next Rounds on Me. Loved by the Masses back in a big way. Fresh off the bench, Loved by the Masses. Then Toccoa Falls, Buddy Earl, and Next Rounds on Me, 152-3.
And that's everything from the Meadowlands. We'll move to the West Coast Friday night, late night Friday racing at Cal Expo. They had a lot of they had the California Sire Stakes for 3-year-old fillies. That's what we're going to look at first. Race 3. Another Tough Woman goes wire to wire in 158-4. Luke Plano was in the bike for trainer Jose Castillo. Another Tough Woman, 3-year-old by Wind Me Up. Let's step aside and watch the California Sire Stakes here for 3-year-old pacing fillies.
Here they come. And they're off. From the 2-path, another Tough Woman's going for the lead. On the inside, Carpathian Jewel. On the outside, 3 wide, Suddenly Famous. And the early trailer, Positivman Magic. They've traveled 1/8 of a mile, and benefiting from the draw is Carpathian Jewel, who leads it by 1.5 lengths. Out of the pocket is another Tough Woman, and another Tough Woman on the outside will move up and take over the lead. Carpathian Jewel yields in second. Suddenly Famous after leaving is settled in third. Positivman Magic is the trailer. 29-3 is the opening quarter. Out of the turn and up the backstretch they go. Another Tough Woman leads it by 1.5 lengths. Carpathian Jewel in the pocket in second. Suddenly Famous is third. And Positivman Magic is the trailer. Midway up the backstretch, the leader by 1.5 lengths. Under a grip is another Tough Woman. Up on the outside from third. Here comes Suddenly Famous to take over second. Along the inside, enjoying the pocket trip now is Carpathian Jewel, then Positivman Magic. 1 minute and a fifth for the half, 30-3 for the second quarter. The leader under a grip is another Tough Woman. Edging up on the rim is Suddenly Famous. Carpathian Jewel locked in the box in third, then Positivman Magic fourth. Luke Plano lets out a notch on another Tough Woman who moves out by 2.5 lengths. On the outside in second, Suddenly Famous has stalled and now starts to back off. Along the inside, Carpathian Jewel, and now Suddenly Famous now starts to go forward again. And with cover is Positivman Magic. 3 quarters, 129-2, 29-1 for the third quarter. All alone on the lead is another Tough Woman. The advantage is 6 lengths. Up on the outside, Positivman Magic has taken over second. The battle looks like it's going to be for third, but another Tough Woman absolutely crushes this field under a grip. Wins it by about 13. Positivman Magic is second. Carpathian Jewel was third in 158 and 4.
And yeah, next we'll look at, actually it was charted at 17 lengths. Next we'll look at the boys have their turn in the California Sire Stakes for 3-year-old Pacing Colts and Geldings race 6. Celebrity Status with Nick Rowland in the bike. He trains this pacer as well, a 3-year-old gelding by Vlos, 159 and 1. Let's check this out.
Here they come. And they're off. That's Get Off the Hose T going for the lead. Down along the inside, Z Kid, followed by Say So's Windup. And on the outside, Celebrity Status. Into the turn they race, benefiting from the draw is Z Kid. Up on the outside, Get Off the Hose T is second and neatly drops into the pocket in front of Say So's Windup, who is third. Celebrity Status found a seat in fourth by 2. Carpathian Knights is fifth, a length and a half. Down goes Fraser is sixth, and the early trailer is Bro Hug. They race by the opening quarter, 29 and a fifth. Out of the turn and up the backstretch they go, scooting away by 2.5 lengths is Z Kid. In pursuit second goes Get Off the Hose T by 2. Say So's Windup is third, a length and a half. Z Kid is fourth, a length and a half. Carpathian Knights on the inside in fifth. Up on the outside, down goes Fraser. Moves into 6 by 2.25, followed in seventh by Brohug, who remains a trailer, and now starts to gap out. They went by the half-mile marker, 59 and 3, 30 and 2 for the second quarter. Z Kid, the leader, now the advantage about 2 lengths. On the inside, Get Off the Hose T as they start to zone in on the leader. And now moving up on the outside is Say So's Windup. Locked in third, Get Off the Hose T. Celebrity Status, second over in fourth. Down goes Fraser, third over in fifth. Then on the inside, Carpathian Knights. It's a bunching field as far as the top 6. Brohug has made a break at the back of the pack, and now suddenly giving way was Z Kid. 3 quarters, 1:30 and 3, 31 seconds for the third quarter. They're in the stretch. On the far outside, Celebrity Status has taken over the lead. Right behind him is Down Goes Fraser, who angles out. In between horses, Say So's Windup. Down the stretch, accelerating is Celebrity Status, and he starts to move away. Celebrity Status to win it by 2. Say So's Windup was second. Down Goes Fraser was third in 159 and 1.
Yeah, and then the next thing we're going to look at here is the Open Trot was race 7 Friday night. Pride Crest gets it done by 157 and 3, a minor 5-1 upset. The 12-year-old gelding by Angus Hall still getting some wins here in the Open Trot. Let's take a look at this.
Here they come. And they're off. A nice start with 5 horses leaving Mandeville left. Also leaving Lewis toward the inside. Body Armor left. Help Page left. Pride Crest left. He's going to look for a seat. Into the turn they race. Mandeville has the early lead. Lewis changing tactics is moving up on the outside, and Lewis takes the lead. Along the inside, Mandeville pushes the pace in second. Body Armor comes away in third. Dropping in fourth is Help Page. Looking to drop in fifth is Pride Crest. He does, and with a quarter move, here comes Body Armor, 29 and 1, the opening quarter, and Body Armor from the outside takes the lead. Covers up Lewis, who's now in the pocket, followed in third by Mandeville. It's 2 lengths to fourth, where it's Help Page, followed in fifth by Pride Crest. Length and after Omaha Storm Chaser in sixth. Serene Hall is seventh, and the back marker, Jack Rabbit Slims, who's right about 12, 11 lengths off the lead. They head to the half-mile marker, and the leader by a length and 3/4 is Body Armor. Half was through in 58 and 3, 29 and 2 for the second quarter. Body Armor a good length and a half. Lewis is second. Mandeville is third. To the outside, Help Page is on the move in fourth. Pride Crest second over in fifth. Inside 6, Serene Hall. Omaha Storm Chasers third over in seventh. Buried on the inside, Jack Rabbit Slims. 5/16 of a mile to go. Lackey chases after Body Armor, gets a little response. Lewis racing in second. Help Page grinds up on the outside third. Here comes Pride Crest 3 wide. 3/4, 1:28-1, 29-3 for the third quarter. The leader is Body Armor, and the advantage is a length and a half. Out for the drive in second is Lewis. Pride Crest is gaining ground on the outside. That's Lewis taking the lead. Pride Crest on the outsides. Got his mojo working. That's Pride Crest with the lead at the wire. Real close for second. Jack Rabbit Slims was flying in a photograph with Lewis. 157-3.
Yeah, big win there. There was also the open pace a few races later in race 4. A Major Omen goes in 152 flat with a 27-4 closing quarter. Trainer Gerald Longo. Driver was Luke Plano. He actually got 5 on the day. I'm not going to show all of them just because we have so many big races to watch, but he won the 3-year-old filly pace for the California Sire Stake, and now this, and 3 others on the day. So here is the open pace.
Come. And they're off. A nice start with 3 horses going for the lead. Would have been 4 with a Major Omen, but Plano, seeing the other 3 leaving, has aborted. Into the turn they race. Unfiltered takes the early lead. Up on the outside, All My Exes lives in Texas. Moves up in second. Will he get into the pocket? We shall see. Right now, Nick Rowland is preventing that from happening as he closes up the pocket. So we've got some action up front. All My Exes live in Texas on the outside. Unfiltered on the inside. First quarter, 27-1. And from the outside, All My Exes live in Texas gets a demanding lead. Along the inside, Unfiltered racing in second. Up on the outside from the back of the pack, sensing the pace would slow. Here comes a Major Omen and Plano, and he's in a hurry. And from the outside, a Major Omen from the outside takes the lead. All My Exes live in Texas yields in second. Unfiltered is third. A Little Thunder Down Under is fourth. Under a grip in fifth, Kamara. And the back markers, Rock's Image, 55-4 for the half. 28-3 for the second quarter, probably in the 27s for the leader, and that's a Major Omen who leads it a length and a half, and he's tough as nails to pass. All My Exes live in Texas is second. Up on the rims, the first over, Kamara into third. Shuffled fourth is Unfiltered. Second up, Rock's Image is fifth. Trailing the field, A Little Thunder Down Under. Look at the hold Luke Plano has on a Major Omen. They lead it a length and a half. 3/4, 124-1, 28-2. And they're in the stretch. The leader by 2 lengths is a Major Omen. Out for the drive in second is All My Exes live in Texas, way out in the middle of the track. Here comes Rock's Image, less than 1/8 of a mile to go. The leader is a Major Omen, and they will not beat him. This is one tough horse. A Major Omen by 2.5. All My Exes live in Texas, second. Tight for show. It looked like A Little Thunder Down Under over Rock's Image. An excellent one.
Yeah, we'll move on to Sunday at Cal Expo. Luke Plano continues. He wins 3 more. The first one we'll look at is the Fillies and Mares open pace. Ain't She Special gets wire to wire in 158-4. 4-1 minor upset here. Luke Plano trains this horse as well. Finishing second was Give Me This Dance. Guess who trains that? Luke Plano as well. Jacob Cutting was in the bike for that one. So yeah, getting the 1-2 here in the Fillies and Mares Open Sunday at Cal Expo. Let's check it out.
Here they come. And they're off. That's Ain't She Special going for the lead along the inside, Stars and Stripes, leaving for a seat, Crazy Cute. Into the turn they race, and Ain't She Special has the early lead. Stars and Stripes in the pocket in second. Crazy Cute comes away in third. Give Me This Dance is fourth, followed in fifth by Graceful Horizon, and the early trailer, Velocity McSweets. It is a snail's pace right now as they head to the first quarter, and it's being set by Ain't She Special, who leads it by a length and a quarter. Stars and Stripes in the pocket in second. They race by the opening quarter, 31-2. Out of the turn and up the backstretch they go. The leader by a length and a half is Ain't She Special. Stars and Stripes is second. Crazy Cute is third. Followed in fourth by Give Me This Dance in fifth. Graceful Horizon, and the back marker remains Velocity McSweets. They've traveled about 7/16 of a mile, and Luke Plano has Ain't She Special on an unchallenged lead, leading it by a length and a half. Stars and Stripes in the pocket in second, right there in third. Crazy Cute. They went by the half, 1:02.2. Second quarter was in 31 seconds flat. The leader, Ain't She Special. The advantage is a length and a half. Stars and Stripes in the pocket in second. First up, Give Me This Dance is third. Crazy Cute takes the box in fourth. Second up in fifth, Graceful Horizon. And the trailer, Velocity McSweets. 5/16 of a mile to go. Luke Plano has a very good hold of Ain't She Special, who leads at a length and a half. On the outside in second, Give Me This Dance. Inside in third, Stars and Striped Gaps. Followed in fourth by a rough-gated or dinky-gated there, Graceful Horizon. She's not in sync yet. 3 quarters, 1:30.4, 28.2 for the third quarter. Ain't She Special leads it by 2.5 lengths. Racing second is Give Me This Dance. The battle's going to be for third. Up front, Ain't She Special has the lead at the wire. Give Me This Dance was second. Graceful Horizon straightened out was third. Photo for fourth.
Yeah, and Plano would actually get his first win race 3 with Hunky Dory, 4-year-old mare by Special Forces. Paced a mile 2 minutes even. He trains this pacer as well. And the third and final win for Plano came in race 7. Another 4-year-old mare, Made of Mischief, goes 2 minutes and 3/5. Heavy favorite here. The 32-1 Senga Natia finished second, with Ryan Grundy in the bike for that. So almost a big upset. And actually the final 2 races of the card were canceled, races 11 and 12, I believe, due to weather. So we'll keep an eye on Cal Expo as they're the first track really to kick off with Sire Stakes action right now. So we'll continue to look at them as their Sire Stake action continues. So make sure to watch next Monday's episode. I'm sure we'll have a bunch of action from them over the weekend. The next track we'll look at just opened recently, Pocono Downs. Kind of kicks off Saturday. 2 drivers had hat tricks. The first one is Anthony Napolito. He gets to the first win of the day in race 1 with Rebellious, 153-2, 21-1, bombs away to start the day, setting the tone early. Love to see that. Don't wait till the later races. Have an upset first race. He wouldn't win again till race 9, however, with Urban Renewal. Another kind of minor upset, 8-1 this time, 155 flat. Very tight finish here. 28-4 closing quarter for the 11-year-old gelding by Cam's Card Shark. And he get his third and final win, race 12, with Samara N, 154-3 for this pacer. Pacer's a 7-year-old by Better's Delight. 6-1 upset, so I have all 3 upsets for him on the day on Saturday. Another driver to have a hat trick Saturday at Pocono was Matt Kakali. We've talked about him once before today. He wins back-to-back races starting in race 2. Gentle Giant, 5-year-old gelding by J.K. Endavanera, goes 154-1. No upset here, the heavy favorite. William Mann trains this pacer. Race 3, another heavy favorite, Lurum Lake, 154 flat. Paul Blumenfield trains this 8-year-old gelding by Roll with Joe. And Kakali also wins race 11, Ducky's Dynasty, 155-4, 14-1 upset here to keep things going. Joseph Eisenhower trains this 9-year-old gelding by Riverboat King. Monday had racing, or Pocono Downs had racing yesterday as well. 2 drivers had hat tricks. One we just talked about, Anthony Napolitano. He wins 3. Again, he starts the day off with an upset. Race 1, 7-1 this time. Always a look, 152-2. Susan Marshall trains this 5-year-old gelding by Always a Virgin. 28-3 closing quarter. He would in back-to-back races. Race 2, Fade to Light, 154-2. Co-favorite this time was the 4-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Napolitano Trey also gets the win in race 5 with Mr. Contestant, 158 flat. Sorry, a little tongue twister there. Another kind of co-favorite, the 9-year-old gelding by Winning Mister. The other driver to get a hat trick yesterday at Pocono Downs was Ridge Warren. Race 3 was the first time he got to the winner's circle with Believer, 155-1 for this co-favorite. Randy Taft trains the 6-year-old gelding by Cantab Hall. Second win for Warren comes in race 7 with 7 shots of bourbon, 156-4, 30-1 closing quarter. Wasn't the fastest closing quarter, but was able to hold on to the lead by just the nose. And the third and final win for Ridge Warren comes race 13, Rockin' Touch, just held on by a neck in 153-1. Oh, I apologize. Race 14, a better game in 154-4. I have the wrong replay up there. That's okay. This was race 13. Rockin' Touch wins with Matt Cacauley in the bike. And that's everything from Pocono Downs over the last few days. Now we'll go to Saratoga. Had racing Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. First, we'll look at Saturday. Billy Dobson gets a hat trick, is one of the drivers to get a hat trick. Race 2 is where he starts things off with East End and 155-2. Wins back-to-back races, actually. Wins race 3 here with Dark Matter and 156-1. 4-year-old gelding by Rockin' Image. And he'd end things here in race 10 with Veneno, 156-1. Brett Beckwith also got a hat trick Saturday at Saratoga. Starts things off in race 4 with Boozer and 155-4. 29-1 closing quarter to come by here for the 4-year-old gelding by Huntsville. Mark Beckwith trains. Brett Beckwith would get his second win in race 7 with Take a Break. Wire to wire in 157-3. 29-3 closing quarter. Jackie Green trains this pacer, a 4-year-old gelding by Sports Rider. And Beckwith would actually win back-to-back races, also capture race 8 with Century Endeavor, 153-4 for this 9-year-old gelding by Shadow Play. Mark Beckwith trains this pacer as well. On to Sunday, we'll kick a couple drivers had hat tricks. Actually, the same 2 drivers we just talked about that had hat tricks on Saturday continue on Sunday. But first, we're actually going to look at the open trot. Race 6. 15,000 in the purse here. Goes, and the winner is By the Book. Wire to wire 157-2. Jay Randall is in the bike for trainer Scott Morgan. By the Book is a 5-year-old gelding by Chapter 7. Let's take a step back and watch this.
Featured trotters ready at the head of the stretch. Here they come. And away they go. Mark of a Beast is off stride. It's Issa blasting out of there. Bluffiner left well. By the Book showing speed as well. And down along the inside comes Majestic Fire. Make their way into the turn, and Issa emerges with the lead. By the Book is driving up on the outside to challenge for the top spot. Bluffiner is away in third, an interested observer right there in the thick of things, a length and a half in front of Majestic Fire. A break of 2 to find Malibu Kid in 5th. Then comes City of Hope, and after that early break, Mark of a Beast is the trailer. By the Book wins Chapter 1, 28-2 for By the Book, who has taken command from Longshot Issa, who has given way to the favorite with Bluffiner eyeing the action from third. Majestic Fire trots in 4th at the midpoint of the paddock turn with Malibu Kid on hold in 5th. Then comes City of Hope, who's got his work cut out for him, and Mark of a Beast, who trails the field as they come off the turn and pass in front of the stands. And it's By the Book and Jay Randall dictating the tempo. They lead it by a tight length Issa right behind, keeping a watchful eye on the favorite from the pocket. Bluffiner sits inside as Malibu Kid moves overland, beginning the uphill climb first over and a half, and just 59-1. Second quarter was 30-4. They make their way into the clubhouse turn, and By the Book is in complete control, being stalked by Issa. On the outside, Malibu Kid getting a little closer, but with a lot of work left to do. Bluffiner is mired in traffic. He's got to get out of Dodge. City of Hope has moved second over, but isn't making much of an impression at this point, with Majestic Fire in the trailer Mark of a Beast. Trot down the backstretch towards three quarters. By the Book, the one they have to get to. He checks in at three quarters and 1:28-1, a 29-second flat. Third quarter for By the Book, who's trying to give him the slip. The lead is 2. Malibu Kid has progressed well to take over second. City of Hope now third, as Issa has called it an afternoon. An unlucky Bluffiner has gotten the shuffle. Now 5 lengths from the lead. They're at the head of the stretch and set for the drive. By the Book wheels off the turn with a 2-length lead. Malibu Kid down the center of the track trying to make the favorite earn it. On the far outside is City of Hope. By the Book, and Malibu Kid is not going to get there. By the Book, book it. Malibu Kid second, City of Hope third, then Bluffiner fourth. Time for the...
Yeah, we'll look at the hat tricks now. We'll start off with Brett Beckwith. He starts off race 3, duck, dodge, and dive from the movie Dodgeball, I'm assuming. 157 flat there for the 13-1 upset. The trotter is by Dewey Eat Them Louie. Second win for Beckwith comes in race 4 with Barry White Hanover, 6-year-old gelding by Betting Line. Favorite this time comes in 157 flat. And Beckwith third win comes race 10. Go Dancing, 155-4. 7-year-old gelding by A Rock and Roll Dance. Billy Dobson also gets a hat trick too. He starts things off in race 7 with Kinabago. 2 minutes flat here for the 4-year-old gelding by EL Titan. Dobson would actually win back-to-back races. He'd also win race 8 with Kilimanjaro. It was 157-4. 7-year-old gelding by Conway Hall. Minor upset, 3-1, while the favorite Kenobi finished second. Really close, though. And Dobson would get his third win in race 11. Flaunt it to win it. 159 flat for the favorite. Flaunt it to win it is a 4-year-old mare by Credit Winner. On to Monday here at Saratoga. Brett Beckwith gets a grand slam. Starts things off in race 1 with Prairie Classic. 159-2. Minor 4-1 upset here for the 4-year-old gelding by Dudes the Man. Beckwith would actually win back-to-back races. We'd see him back in the winner's circle. Race 2 with Rhinestone Camo. 2 minutes even for the 2-1 minor upset again. This is a 4-year-old gelding by another Southwind Camo. Beckwith would win again in race 8. Busting with Pride, 157-2. Jackie Green trains this trotter. Busting with Pride's a 4-year-old gelding by Resolve. Big win there. And Beckwith would win back-to-back times again. Rockabilly's Dream in race 9. 4-year-old gelding by Rock and Roll Dance. Zachary Gray trains this pacer. Getting the win, just holding on. Move on to Northfield Park. They had racing Saturday and Sunday. We're going to start off with the Fillies and Mares Open on Saturday. The Open Pace was won by, 1 second here, Always Gonna Be You in 155-2. Aaron Merriman was in the bike. Always Gonna Be You is a 5-year-old mare by Always a Virgin. Let's step aside and watch the Fillies and Mares Open Pace from Saturday at Northfield Park.
Off stride goes number 1, Rockabilly Cockshot. As a girl that twirls, always gonna be you. And Think of Galaxies comes sprinting out looking for the lead. Into the first turn they go, and Always Gonna Be You steps over, has the front. Think of Galaxies up to be second. A Girl That Twirls is racing in third. And now Think of Galaxies will drop in front of her stable companion as they race for the back stretch for the first time. Creme Delight comes out racing mid-pack in front of Smoothest Tennessee Whiskey. Then comes Fairy's Delight, who's toward the rear of the field. Wait Forever is next, and Rockabilly Cockshot, after the early miscue, is playing catch-up to the tail. Going past the opening quarter mark of 28 seconds, and it's Always Gonna Be You with the lead, and the lead is a length and a half on Think of Galaxies, whose pocket sits in front of her stable companion, A Girl That Twirls, with 3.5 lengths to pick up from third. Creme Delight spotted mid-pack for Ronnie Wren. Smooth as Tennessee Whiskey is in line. No one's grabbed a right line yet. They're all on the inside. Fairy's Delight is racing in 6. Wait Forever, second last. Rockabilly Cockshot is the trailer. Always Gonna Be You on a front-stepping mission. Has him lined up at the halfway point. Just 58 seconds. Nice breather for Merriman. And Always Gonna Be You on the front. Leading it to Think of Galaxies as Creme Delight comes to the outside. She's moving first up, and she's got 3.5 lengths to pick up. Outside of A Girl That Twirls, Smooth as Tennessee Whiskey moves into the outer flow, second over. Fairy's Delight is third over. Wait Forever came off the rail. She's fourth over toward the rear of the field. Rockabilly Cockshot has trailed throughout. There's less than 3/8 of a mile to go. And Always Gonna Be You still holds a length and a half advantage, and Merriman has a very snug hold of her, going over to 3/4. 125 and 4, 27 and 4 backside. Always Gonna Be You into the far turn with the lead. Creme Delight to the outside. Fairy's Delight from the back of the pack, starting to pick off rivals with an eye-catching move, but she's caught 3 wide. Think of Galaxies off the perfect trip, dives to the passing lane. Top of the stretch, Always Gonna Be You. Here comes Think of Galaxies. Fairy's Delight's unwinding down the center. Always Gonna Be You is almost home. Fairy's Delight is lunging late. Always Gonna Be You or Fairy's Delight. Think of Galaxies was third, 150.
Yeah, and it was Always Gonna Be You. Also on Saturday, 5 wins for Ronnie Wren Jr. Picks up his first win in race 4 with Resurrection Dawn, 155 flat. Michael Burke trains the 4-year-old mare by Fear the Dragon. Wren Jr. gets his second win in race 6 with the Gypsy Queen IR, 154 and 3. Another Michael Burke trained. This is a 6-year-old mare by Foreclosure. Third win, race 7. Ronnie Wren, My Red Sea. Michael Burke trains this as well. He got a bunch of training wins, it looks like here as well. A 4-year-old mare by Down by the Seaside. Race 10, Philly Speaks. Michael Burke trains. Ronnie Wren Jr. in the bike. 13-1 upset, 156 and 3. And race 13 was win number 5 for Ronnie Wren Jr. and Michael Burke. Booklet's Desire, 155 and 1 for the favorite. On to Sunday at Northfield Park. Couple pair of drivers had some good days. First, we'll look at Justin Irvin. He gets a hat trick. He starts things off in race 3 with unspeakable times, 157 and 4 for this 4-year-old gelding by Time to Roll. He wins back-to-back races. Irvin gets just a bit of charm in the winner's circle, 157 and 3. There was actually a dead heat for second in this race, believe it or not. Whitney Johnson trains the 8-year-old mare by Heston Blue Chip. And win number 3 comes race 12 for Irvin with Lying in Cash, 154 and 4. 8-year-old gelding gets the job done. Up next, Ronnie Wren Jr. also gets another Grand Slam on Sunday, but we'll start things off here with his first win, which came in the open trot, race 8. Tequila Talkin' gets the job done in 154 and 3. Again, for trader Michael Burke. I'm going to step aside. Let's watch this open trot.
They're off, they're trotting, Tequila Talkin'. First away off the wings, Don't Take My Keys flanks him to the outside with Winning Ticket down along the pylons. Into the first turn they go. Winning Ticket was able to dive to the rail. Tequila Talkin' caught in the 2-path. Don't Take My Keys looking for a seat wall third in front of Candy Sweet, who comes out racing in fourth. Oberto lands in fifth. Better than Wild and Crazy Guy, who comes out trotting in the 6th position. The 2 at the back are Tricks and Stones and Winning Shadow. Across the backstretch, Tequila Talkin' works his way to the front. He was hammered down to 1-5, but it's Tequila Talkin' who front steps past a quarter in 28-2. Winning Ticket will pocket sit, so Ren and Merriman are 1-2 into the far turn with Don't Take My Keys in third and 3.5 off the top. Candy Sweet, she trounces at the cones while fourth. Better than Alberto, who's still on hold while fifth, and he's got 7 to go. Then comes Wild and Crazy Guy. It's 5 back to Tricks and Stones, who's struggling. That's going to send Winning Shadow to the outside. So they chase the speed of Tequila Talkin'. Tequila Talkin' coming to the halfway point with the advantage. Lap 1 is down in 57 seconds. Tequila Talkin' on the front. Winning Ticket still second. Don't Take My Keys did not come to the outside, so Alberto's left uncovered to do it all the hard way. He's first up in fourth. Candy Sweet racing in fifth. Wild and Crazy Guy still sixth, and Winning Shadow. Tricks and Stones gapping at the tail. Less than 3/8 of a mile to go. Tequila Talkin' to catch. The lead a length and a half. Winning Ticket racing in second. Don't Take My Keys is third. Alberto just jumped it off outside of Candy Sweet, who's now fourth. Going over to 3/4 behind Tequila Talkin'. Tequila Talkin' with the lead at 3/4 and 1:25-1. Winning Ticket has had a picture-perfect trip and has stuck with him throughout. Don't Take My Keys comes to the outside to take his shot now. He's got 3 lengths to pick up. It's 4 back to Candy Sweet and Winning Shadow. 1/8 of a mile left to go, and Tequila Talkin' will turn first. Winning Ticket glides out of the 2-hole. Merriman kicks the plugs out now. Down at the inside, Don't Take My Keys. Tequila Talkin' almost home. Don't Take My Keys and Winning Ticket. Final tries. Tequila Talkin' all the way. Then Don't Take My Keys and Winning Ticket. 154-3.
Yeah, and then Ronnie Wren Jr. would continue in race 11 with American Fling. 154 flat. 28-4 closing quarter for this 4-year-old gelding by American Ideal. Race 13, Ronnie Wren Jr. gets back into the winner's circle with Koopa Loop. 153-1. Michael Burke trains this pacer as well. A 4-year-old gelding by All Bets Off. And Ronnie Wren Jr. would also win race 15 with Lord Anthony in 156-4. Don't have that replay available right now, but that's okay. We'll move on to the next track we'll look at. Flamborough Downs had racing Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday, driver with the hat trick was Scott Coulter. Starts things off in race 3 with Perfect Mia, 7-year-old mare by Perfect Union, goes 159-3, 29-2 closing quarter, minor upset, 4-1. The favorite finished second. Second win for Coulter comes race 5. Caviar's Triumph wins by a head in 159 flat. Really close here. Again, a minor upset. Not really. Both were kind of co-favorites here. Just wins there. Ooh, really close. And the third win, race 7. Time waits on no one. 158-1. Another close finish here. This time with a 5-year-old mare by Royal Majesty. 3-wide finish here. Thiessen and Ryan just couldn't hold on. Sunday at Flamborough next we'll look at. A driver that had the hat trick then was Brett McDonald. He kicks things off in race 2 with Solwit. 159-2. Minor 4-1 upset. The favorite was that horse, I believe, breaking in the inside there. Race 5 for Brett McDonald was win number 2. Sicario. 157-1. Was the time. Again, real close finish. Real close finishes at Flamborough over the weekend. Love to see it. And race 8 was win number 3 for Brett McDonald. Royal Regatta, 156-2. 31-1 closing quarter for this pacer. A 9-year-old gelding by McCardle. Another close finish, though, as the snow starts to come down. On to Miami Valley, had racing Sunday and Monday. Up first on Sunday, driver to have a grand slam was Sam Widger. He wins back-to-back races, starting in race 2. Suma Beach in 156-3, a 10-1 upset there. Michael Johnson trains this pacer, a 4-year-old mare by Fear the Dragon. Widger gets back to the winner's circle race 3 with Run Elegant. 7-year-old gelding by Rose Run Hooligan. 22-1 upset here. Justin Lloyd trains. And technically the fourth win for Widger comes race 13 with new guy in town, the favorite, 155-3. Brett Wilfong trains this trotter, 4-year-old gelding by SS Poseidon. And then the third win, but we'll look at it here last, was in the Fillies Mares Open pace for Sam Widger. Wins with Mosdale Loti, 153-3, 5-1 upset. Let's step aside and watch this.
Mystic Moon, Kentucky Lady, Ain't the Same Without You. And from the second tier to Lilu, field of 10 for the 7th from Miami Valley. And here they go. They're off and pacing into the Mystic Moon, fires away for the lead. Mosdale Lottie center of the track towards the inside. Newsy and Fear Our Faith protecting position. The second tier away in 5th is Lilu. Backing off 6th, Anthem, followed in 7th by Ain't the Same Without You. Racing 8th is Pen Paper Page. McMarkle Sparkle is 9th, and the trailer is Kentucky Lady. Everyone grabs a seat, and they'll pass the opening panel behind the lead of Mosdale Lottie. She's there 28 flat. Racing in 2nd is Newsy, looking on 3rd. Fear Our Faith. 4th is Into the Mystic Moon. Starting to float out, looking to pick up cover is Lilu from 5th. Into the Mystic Moon will come first up. Ain't the Same Without You is moving 3rd over inside. Anthem racing in 8th. Pen Paper Page. Kentucky Lady underway from the back. She's picked off 1. She's now 9th and moving 4th over for Kaufman, and the trailer is McMarkle Sparkle. Past the half, 57-2. Relatively soft early tempo for Mosdale Lottie, 29-2 second quarter breather. Start down the backstretch. Into the Mystic Moon is first stop. She's yet to fire. Chris looking for a little more. A couple of whip taps for her to the inside. Newsy ready to come 3 wide. 42-1 long shot. Lilu is under tight line. Second over inside. Fear Our Faith is next. Ain't the Same Without You. Third over outside. She's still 6th with about 4.5 to make up. Inside 7th. Anthem. Outside Kentucky Lady. Then it is Pen Paper Page and McMarkle Sparkle. 125-3. 28-1 down the backstretch. Mosdale Lottie still the one to catch. Into the Mystic Moon will have to do a little more. Newsy has had the trip. She'll look to shake free. Backing off cover. Lilu outside. Ain't the Same Without You. Digging in through the stretch. It's Mosdale Lottie with the lead. Opens up by 3. And can coast home now. Mosdale Lottie to win it from Newsy. Into the Mystic Moon. And Ain't the Same Without You. 153-3.
Trace Chetrick also got a Grand Slam Sunday at Miami Valley. Wins race 5 with Cheddar, 4-year-old mare by Better Than Cheddar, and 154-3. Kind of minor upset, 3-1. The favorite finished 8th. So, yeah, kind of minor upset there. Chetrick gets back to the winner's circle, race 8 with She's All Jacked Up, and 154-3, a 5-year-old mare by If I Can Dream. Roy Justice trains this pacer. Teatrick would get back into the winner's circle the next race, race 9, with Wiggle My Cookie, a 5-year-old mare by Mr. Wiggles. Again, minor 4-1 upset. The favorite in this one finished 8th again. And race 12 with Grand Slam time for Trace Teatrick. The Steve Carter trained Salzbrook Seahorse. 154-2 for this pacer, a 5-year-old mare by Better Than Cheddar. And then all we'll look at from last night at Miami Valley was they had the Open Trot and the Open 2 Trot. The Open Trot was race 8, won by Adamsville Road. Luke Hanners was in the bike. 153-3 was the mile time for this 5-year-old gelding by Swan for All. Let's watch the Open Trot.
Gypsy for the 8th for Miami Valley. The start of the late pick 3. Here they go. They're off. Good start for the lead. Adamsville Road and Caviar Gold at the rail. Scorecard Dan into the turn 4th. Angel Nation away in 5th is Stormfield, followed by No My Chip and Renegade Gypsy at the back. They'll make their way around the turn, head to the quarter. Adamsville Road has the lead. Caviar Gold tucks in 2nd. 3rd, Scorecard Dan. Then it is Angel Nation, Stormfield, I Know My Chip, and Renegade Gypsy, quarter 27-4. Past the stands the first time, and Luke Hanners and Adamsville Road show the way as a 3-5 favorite fronts the field. Caviar Gold is there second. Scorecard Dan third. Fourth is Angel Nation. Stormfield is fifth. Six, I Know My Chip, Renegade Gypsy at the back. No second quarter movement to go after the favorited leader, Adamsville Road. Caviar Gold following from the pocket. Scorecard Dan is third. He'll come to the outside. The tempo softened a little too much for DeLong. He's out to move. 30 seconds flat in the second split. Angel Nation is there fourth. It's two back to Stormfield. He's trying to get in gear. Followed by I Know My Chip and Renegade Gypsy at the back. It's Adamsville Road. He'll try to take him all the way. Caviar Gold has had the trip. Outside Scorecard Dan. He'll take over second. Angel Nation off the pylons fourth. In gear now, Stormfield starting to tighten in. Too clear of I Know My Chip and Renegade Gypsy. The trailer 125-3, 27-4 backside for Adamsville Road. Racy there in second. Caviar Gold outside. Scorecard Dan still fourth. Angel Nation into the stretch. Adamsville Road will try to go all the way. Caviar Gold trying to get in passing gears. They drive for the wire. Adamsville Road. Caviar Gold closing on the outside. Adamsville Road. Caviar Gold. Adamsville Road looked like he held him off in a photo. 153-3.
Yeah, and let's move on to the Open 2 trot. Next race, Lane of Stone wins with Jeremy Smith in the bike. Here it is.
Here they go. They're off. Going for the lead, Lane of Stone, Flemstein, and Roberts Hanover, center of the track. Domavoy is away fourth, outside fifth. Rose Run Valor into the turn six, Stone Mason. Brookview Bolt is seventh, followed by DC Anna early, trailer Hill of a Diamond. Circle the turn, drive to the quarter, Lane of Stone as the early lead. Flemstein is tucked in, racing in second. As they pass the quarter in 27-3. Racing there in third is Roberts Hanover. Fourth, Domavoy starting to peek to the outside, looking to flush the cover. Gets it as Roberts Hanover is out first up. Third over, Rose Run Valor up the inside, Stone Mason. Fourth over is Brookview Bolt, followed by DC Anna, who is fifth over and saving ground to the inside, Hill of a Diamond. On over to the half. Lane of Stone fronts the field, the half 57 seconds. 29-2 second panel. Flemstein following from the pocket. Roberts Hanover could make any headway first up. He tucks back in. Domavoy is rolling first up, was fourth. And third, now second on the outside in tow. Rose Run Valor. Hill of a Diamond is shaken free to come third over. Shuffled back Stone Mason outside DC Anna. Brookview Bolt with a third quarter mistake. Trails and is out of it 125-3, 28-3 down the back stretch. And Lane of Stone has opened up a couple. Flemstein trying to get in gear, close the gap, and overtake the leaders. They come to the top of the stretch. Domavoy outside third. Rose Run Valor four wide. Hill of a Diamond is in the center of the track as they drive for the wire. It's Lane of Stone. Flemstein all out trying to track him down. Lane of Stone, gate to wire. From Flemstein, Rose Run Valor and Hill of a Diamond, 154-1.
There's two more tracks we're going to look at. Batavia had racing on Monday. Two drivers we'll talk about. Billy Davis Jr. is the first one. Gets a grand slam. Starts things off in race 3 with the pacer Better Country. 6-year-old mare by Better's Delight. Gets the win in 158-2. The co-favorites finished, actually 1-1A. Don't see that very much anymore. 1-1A. 1A finished second. Sapphire Love Chip. A couple of races later, Davis gets another win in race 5. Harry, who gets the job done in 156-3. Sean McDonough trains this one as well. Race 8 was Grand Slam time for Billy Davis Jr. Courtney Wright trained pacer Henrico goes 156-3, bombs away 14-1 upset. And Billy Davis Jr. would win back-to-back races. Gets the win here in race 9 with Long Train running 155-3. Again, another 1-1. This time 1A wins. 1 finishes second. And then 2A, Dogfight, gets third. Love seeing that. You don't see that very often. I think only one place in Canada has 1As anymore, and that's Quebec. The other driver to get a Grand Slam was Jim Morrell Jr. Starts off with race 4, Stonebridge Hypnos, 156-2 for this 5-year-old mare by Sports Rider. Samuel Smith trains the pacer. Gets back to the winner's circle here in race 10 with Silver Hill Blaze, 156-1 for the 12-year-old gelding by Mach 3. He went back-to-back races. Pogie Beach in race 11, 158-2, 8-year-old gelding by Big Jim. And Grand Slam time in race 13, Dandy's BB8. Started from post position 9. Has an X in its chart as well, but came back to win in 158-1. Oh, last track we'll look at. Long episode today, coming up to the hour-and-a-half mark before probably everything wraps up. But we'll look at Dover Downs. 2 drivers had hat tricks yesterday. First, Corey Callahan starts off. It's kind of a tale of 2 halves here. He starts off with winning the first race of the day. 19-1, bombs away with Nina Hanover. 2 minutes and 3/5 for trainer Martin Davis, this trotter 4-year-old mare by Bar Hoppin. I don't think she realized that she was the long shot by how she won here. Callahan will get back into the winner's circle the next race with Phil's Son, this time the favorite in 153-4, 28-4 closing quarter. Had to hold off a 21-1 long shot. He refuses to lose. Phil's Son, an 8-year-old by Sunshine Beach. Kevin Lair trains. And the third win for Corey Callahan comes in race 4 with Scribblers. 153-2, 4-year-old gelding by Sports Rider. Chuck Chrisman Jr. trains. The other driver to get a hat trick was Ross Wolfenden. He gets things going in race 5. Bill's Fella in 154-2. A 10-year-old gelding by Artistic Fella. Joseph Colombo trains this pacer. Wolfenden gets back into the winner's circle, race 8 with Granny's Gone Crazy. 156-2 for this 3-year-old by Crazy Wow. Big win by the filly. And then race 12 with hat-trick time. Balder's Son in 153-2. Minor upset 3-1, while the favorite I'm Out the Door finished second. Balder's Son, 8-year-old gelding by Better Than Cheddar. And that's everything I have for you today. Big, long episode as we covered the long weekend. And again, a quick reminder, no episode tomorrow on Wednesday, as if I feel it's kind of hard to just do one night of racing. So we'll have another big episode on Friday. Make sure to join me for that. I'll post my Fraser Downs Friday night pick 5. We're going for 3 straight Fraser Down Friday night pick 5s. Yeah, and I might do a quick 10-minute video just to give my thoughts on the Thursday night Fraser Down pick 5. We'll see if there'll be 3 straight Thursday night carryovers, which has made the last couple Friday nights very good payouts. Make sure to join me for Friday for that. I'm very excited. I'm not gonna lie, I don't hit the pick 5s that often at Fraser, and it's been good. But we're here live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the harness racing and standardbred industry worldwide. We're also sponsored by HarnessBid, because just like this show, HarnessBid is the game changer for the harness racing and bloodstock industry. Provides buyers and sellers an easy-to-use online platform, 0 commission as well. So check out harnessbid.com for more information. And thank you again to our friends at the USTA. Make sure to comment, like, share, all the wonderful things you can do on social media. You have no idea how much that helps when it comes to certain things. And I appreciate all the love and support. I'll be back Friday for an official episode. Until then, to make sure to check out Harness Link for all your news. See you then. Bye-bye.